Alright, Dragon Ball Super fans, we need to talk. Y'all keep bringing up this Null Realm feat from Goku as justification for why Goku is hyperdimensional, and I just want to explain why you have no argument. Now, let's just get it right out the way. Who was it that made the statement that the entire Null Realm was being shaken? It was Master Roshi. Can you please show me the scan or the scene in the anime where Master Roshi is confirmed to have hyperdimensional awareness? How is Master Roshi, of all people, going to be able to sense an entire supposedly infinite universe when he could not even sense Gotenks and Majin Buu when they were in the hyperbolic time chamber back in the Buu saga? You guys need to stop putting so much faith in Roshi. To be honest with you, he has not been relevant since Dragon Ball. So he can't even detect what's going on here. He's just an old man who's impressed with what he's seeing and he's using hyperbole. Some of you need to pay attention in English class. When you learn about hyperbole, it's when characters make exaggerated statements to try to sound cool, but it doesn't necessarily mean that what they're saying is true. Another example of this was when Cell threatened to blow up the entire solar system. Now, I personally think that Cell did have solar system power because he scales from Frieza, who himself was a casual planet buster in his first form. But back in this statement, this is Roshi, who has no reason, he has no reason for you to put so much faith in him. Now, let's actually talk about the concept that the Null Realm is infinite that you guys love to bring up. Let's watch Grand Priest create it. Oh, do you see that? That looks like a finite object that the Grand Priest is holding. That doesn't look very infinite to me, but let's continue on here. Notice how he goes on to create it, and then he zooms in, and then you see the World of Void or the Null Realm inside of it. Now, let's just go back there, because in case you didn't miss it, this is not an infinite sphere. This is a finite object. So you guys love to say that the null realm is infinite. You really just don't have an argument. Now, of course, you might try to say, well, it's just a projection of it. That's not all of it. Well, the fact that it can all fit in this sphere means even if it's inconceivably large, it's still a finite object. Hence, it's not a hyperdimensional feat. And the last nail in the coffin is just simply this. If the null realm has no ends of it, it has no extremities, it's just infinite, then it would literally take an infinite amount of time for Goku's shockwave to get to the end of it because there's no end. So how could you detect the entire thing being shaken if there's no entirety of it? It's just an infinite object. That makes no sense. Obviously, Master Roshi was just exaggerating, so we just need to come up off it and be a little more realistic here. And then finally, the act of shaking the null realm is not a destructive feat. I'm quite sure you could go outside and shake your car, but that doesn't make you car level.